Guess who neighborhoods is gonna get these cuts? Cause y'all expendable. They done brought all you slaves over here, Hispanic slaves, black slaves, whatever, and now we don't want y'all here no more. So guess what? We done tried the neighborhood depopulation thing with the malt liquor and the guns in the neighborhood and the church system, Planned Parenthood and everything else in your neighborhoods. No job stability, no transportation. We done squeezed y'all to where y'all gotta fight and kill for the one little bone that's thrown in the neighborhood. That ain't working fast enough. That ain't working enough. So we gonna do this now and watch y'all self-destruct. While they living lavish up in their neighborhoods. Now realizing eventually they gonna go, the men gonna go to their neighborhoods and take what they got. So they coming to y'all neighborhoods as well. Just cause you got food in your neighborhood, the poor people coming to get it. Now I don't mean to come buy it from you. They come to take it from you.
This is from the ABC News. It says Congress appears to be moving closer and closer to a government shutdown.
Congress? That means that's your politicians that's moving closer and closer to a government shutdown. Closer and closer to a government shutdown. All this vintage that's out here, that they keep shit moving, keep you safe with 911, that's gonna be shut down. They're talking about passing something that's gonna shut that down. Go ahead, bro.
It says on Friday, with 10 calendar days to go until the September 30th deadline.
September 30th deadline, 2013, right?
Right.
Any day now, go ahead.
The Republican-controlled House of Representatives passed a budget bill to fund the government. Oh, and defund President Obama's controversial health care law, a key portion of which is set to take effect on October 1st.
It's set to take effect October 1st. That's like less than 2 weeks. That's less than 2 weeks away. What y'all gonna do when that shit gets shut down? Because that's the snowball being dropped down the hill right there. And it's only gonna get bigger and bigger to consume everything down the mountain.
Right. It says, making this bill dead on arrival in the democratically controlled Senate.
Now,
never mind in the executive branch.
Right. Now they're trying to stop Obamacare because they know the shit's fucked up, but they can't stop it. And if they do stop it, they only gonna sign something worse. Cause this tip gotta come, and it's in Obamacare, and it's gotta come. Now they're fighting over the small detail. They ain't talking about the RFID chip in it. They're talking about all the other little bullshit stuff that they trying to do anyway. Now we don't want you to cut 39 billion. We want you to cut 38 billion, like small shit. What they're fighting over. And they don't like the fact that Obama's doing it because they so blindly thinking he's a so-called Negro or a black man doing it. They don't want him giving credit for nothing good or bad. But you people fail to realize the big picture. It's gonna happen. They gonna shut all this shit down. It's biblical prophecy. We're reading it out the Bible. A man should rise up against his neighbor. And what did it say? Take what?
Man should rise up against his neighbor and spoil their houses with the sword.
And spoil their houses with the sword for lack of bread. And great tribulation.
It says, here are 5 likely impacts of a government shutdown.
5 likely impacts of a government shutdown. Go ahead, bro.
It says, 1, suspension of approval of applications for small business loans.
No more small business loans. They're shutting that down. So how you gonna get when your food stamps are cut and the economy's not moving like you think it should be to start a small business, they're not gonna let you start a new small business to get your money to subside to counterbalance the fact that your food stamps being cut. Look at this. That's one. Go ahead, bro.
It says, the specifics of a shutdown, what stays open and what doesn't, aren't yet known, But the general rule is that workers and services deemed non-essential.
But workers and services deemed non-essential. Who's non-essential in America? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You're gonna get the first chop. You're gonna get chopped off first. But even if you don't get the first chop, you're gonna get the worst chop. This government don't care about you. This society don't care about you. They gonna cut all your shit off. Your food, your job, your way to live. Your what's the phrase? Your means of living. What is it called? Your don't worry about it. But basically, your right to live, your right to survive. They cutting it off. Go ahead.
It says, but the general rule is that workers and services deemed non-essential will be forced to stay home.
Yep.
One department where workers will likely have to hunker down while the shutdown plays out is the Small Business Administration, which among other things approves applications for loans to small businesses.
Yep.
So you people out there that's trying to jumpstart a business, a lot of you, that's the shortcut to try to jumpstart it is by taking a loan from them different them agencies, man. Or the people that like to start their franchises.
Yep.
You gotta get some money to start all that shit, man.
Yep.
And you might not have all the money or the funds. You might not have enough to start it. So what do? Okay, I need a loan. I need a little extra to start this business. Well, if they shut this government down, you can't get shit. So don't think that you're about to eat.
Right.
Because it's a done deal, man.
We're shutting it down.
You know? So a lot of you people, y'all gonna panic.
Look, let me say it again, like the scripture said, right? They gonna cut your food and cut your jobs, your entrepreneurialism to make a job, to create money for yourself, to feed yourself, because they cut your food stamps. That avenue is now cut off.
It says, this another impact. It says museums, monuments, and parks were shut down.
Where Jay get their money at? Where Jay gather at? In the park. They shutting off all those luxuries, as they call it. Monuments and museums and parks shut down. That goes for you campers as well, because they count those as national parks as well. They're gonna cut down your campsites, which is some people today's way of living. They don't have nowhere else, but they have a trailer and they get a certain amount of money they can pay to park they camper on that lot. That will be cut off. That will be cut off. So that goes for a lot of you rednecks out there too, which are probably Jakes, but that goes for you too.
Lord willing, man, this do happen, man.
Yeah.
We pray Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. I don't want to decide. They go ahead and shut this government down, man.
Right.
Shut all this shit down so you Jakes can stop acting silly and docile and shit, man. Yeah. And realize what the fuck is going on. It takes stuff like that for you simple ass Jakes to just for something to spark in you, man. To wake the hell up. Pacified, man.
I got something else. Who remembers what happened to Trayvon Martin? Bigger than the sign of a hoodie. None of y'all even give a damn no more. That shit is yesterday's news. That don't affect me in my everyday life. That shit affects you in your everyday life. Believe it or not, it's gonna affect you in your everyday life if it hasn't already. That's just the approval that they can shoot one of us and get off for it. It's gonna affect you. Go ahead, bro.
Another impact, medical research interrupted.
Medical research.
The National Institutes of Health, the NIH, would not be able to take on any new patients or begin any new clinical trials.
Now guess what? They've created all of these patented diseases that they're putting upon the people. And all kinds of stuff that's gonna happen to you. Pestilences and whatnot that's gonna happen to you. But they're not gonna be able to treat it or give you the cure for it because they're not gonna do the research on it. So what that's going to create? A zombie effect. Now, I'm exaggerating a little bit with that, but that's what it's going to seem like.
That's what them zombie movies are about.
Exactly. Thank you. That's what I was about to say.
Outbreak of a virus in an epidemic, or is it epidemic or pandemic?
Pandemic.
In a pandemic manner. That's what all those zombie movies is about.
Yep.
That's all they're about, man. The way this government be releasing viruses into the population, and it becomes pandemic to where they can't stop it.
Yep. And they're not going to do the research on it to find a cure for it.
But then
they're shutting it down.
You always see the person who was assisting with the creation of the virus trying to be the hero and shut everything down. Meaning they already got the cure for it. They already got the counteractive virus to kill the live virus. But what you creating it for in the first place, man?
Right. That usually when you create it, that's why you create it. For the other side of it.
Yeah.
You know, who would create a disease without creating a cure for it? Because what if you get disease in the process? You can't even save yourself.
Yeah. It's like Russia and China ain't got all them nukes because they ain't about to use them. They about to use them motherfuckers, man.
So here's another one. It says, passport services suspended.
Passport, that means you can't leave.
Can't leave the country.
You can't leave the country. Or come in, right? You can't do either one. When they know, well, we know anyway, this place will be destroyed.
That's right.
They probably will still let you in, so you can get that chip and they can control you and you know, who knows what they may do with that whole effect, but you can't leave. The main point is you can't leave. They shutting your food and your ability to work, and you can't leave now. Passport services is now shut off. Ain't nobody in, nobody out. What else is it? That was 4 or 5? That was 5, yeah. So those are some of the government shutdowns, let alone the food stamp part of the government that's being shut down. Museums and parks, the disease and research of disease control. What was that last one right now?
Passports.
Yeah, passports are being shut down. All this stuff gonna be shut down here in America. So you can't leave. Services, certain job services, and service workers will be shut down. So what does that mean to you? And if you're on the bottom, we all know the ones on the bottom are the ones that matter less. If you're a so-called Negro or Latino, you should know you're on the bottom and they care about you less. You're the last hired and the first fired from every place that you get hired on. So you are always deemed unnecessary. Expendable, that's a better word. Expendable. Anybody got something?
It's Isaiah 30, and start at the top. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and not covered with a covering, but not of my spirit.
Now let me say right here, that's perfect, brother. Now the issue is this: how do you counteract this stuff? How do you save yourself, so to speak, from all of this happening to you? How? So somebody out here should say, well, how are you planning on getting out of it? You telling us that what's gonna happen? How do you plan on getting? There's only one way. That's if you're a Negro, Latino, or Native American, and you got this word on you. You need it now, go now, right?
It's Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy tongue.
That's how, because wisdom and knowledge of the Holy Scriptures will be the stability of those times. That's what's going to save us. Because the power of the Most High God is going to come down and save us.
Also our faith, man.
Yeah.
Faith, that's number uno, man.
Yeah, that's how you obtain the wisdom and knowledge, through faith.
That's how you obtain the faith, too.
That's right, man.
It goes hand in hand.
Hand in hand.
Man.
Counteract each other. You need both of those.
You need to hear the word to have the faith in it.
Because, like the brother was saying, a lot of our people are dependent upon this society.
Yep.
That's why we bringing out, like, they about to cut all this shit that y'all dependent on, that y'all live by. Do y'all not know that you have a power in the heavens that provides for you? Are y'all forgetting the bigger picture? Are y'all forgetting who's really in control? Y'all got heavenly power that y'all can really go to, man. But obviously you don't acknowledge it, man. You showing it within your actions.
Yeah.
Because you relying on this devil to take care of you, man. Instead of putting your trust and faith in the Heavenly Father through the name of His Son, man. That's the ultimate line right there, man.
That's right.
That y'all refusing to get.
Right.
And we out here trying to tell you, man. According to the Bible.
Right.
He says y'all take counsel in this society, y'all take the wisdom in this society and not of me. When I created everything, why wouldn't you want to take counsel in the one or praise the one that gives you everything, that created everything? The heavens and the earth. He can rain down manna or some type of food or smoldering rock, have a rock smoldering so you can drink out of nowhere.
Right.
Why would you not take counsel in that?
And to show that our people don't have faith, once they cut all that shit, instead of praying to the Most High about it, what they gonna do? They gonna fucking break out with riots and shit, man. It's gonna get real chaotic. These women gonna be losing their minds, man. These men, they gonna be following after their women. Like, shit, man, I gotta feed my woman, my kids, man. You know? If I gotta rob a nigga, that's what I'm about to do, man. I gotta feed my family and shit. You know what I mean? Or some of these niggas that's just weak, they just gonna faint like they damn woman, man.
Right.
They're not gonna have the actual faith that you need of the Heavenly Father, man, to believe that He's actually gonna provide for you.
Yeah.
Fuck some food stamps, man.
Matthew 6:25. Therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on. Is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment?
That's right, man.
I'm gonna jump down real quick. Jump down to 30. Wherefore, if the Most High so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall He not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith?
That's right, man.
Because
That's
y'all
the
don't,
bottom line, man.
y'all don't have enough faith to understand. You gotta have faith in this thing that He gonna provide for you. How do you have your faith? By doing what He told you to do, and He will give it to you. He said, if you follow after my statutes, laws, and commandments, I will provide for you. In the beginning of the Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
Some people like to get, especially if you go up in the county building or whatever, and they find out that their shit is being cut, or they funds is getting reduced or something like that.
Yep.
Jake flipped the fuck out and caused a scene up in that building, man.
Yep. A lot of you so-called white people out there, y'all start trying to shoot people and blow your own head off.
It's the end of the fucking world with them once that happens, man.
Yep.
It's the end of the fucking world. That's why the Most High sitting up there like, damn, am I a wilderness in Israel? Y'all not looking to me for these things.
Right.
You expecting them to do everything. I'm in control of all this shit, man.
Yeah. Tell what your piece of. I got a couple of them.
Esau's the fucking devil, man. He'll give you a little something, but really he's feeding you to keep you fed so you could be nourished enough to go out there and be a fucking slave, man.
But hungry enough that you're gonna work hard.
He keep it right in the middle, so you can continue to live the way you're living. That's what you people don't realize, man. This whole system is built like that, man. It's a pit.
Right.
Like the elders were saying, man. The system is basically a pit. It's something you can't get out of, man. It's hard to get out of it. Yes, I'm gonna finish this one.
It's Ephesians 2:8. For by grace are ye saved through faith.
For by grace are you saved through faith. not by listening to the government system. Through faith, through grace are you saved by faith. Go ahead, bro.
And that not of yourselves, it is the gift of the Most High.
And that not of yourselves, it is a gift of the Most High God that allows you to the grace to be saved through faith.
I got faith. Faith
Yeah,
is a gift.
right. Yeah, faith is a gift because not everybody gets it. Not everybody gets faith. You got more?
This is Isaiah 30 and 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel but not of me, and that cover with a covering but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Because that's what Joseph did. When the Joseph that had to go down there, Jacob, it was Jacob. I told his sons, now, I need y'all to go down and ask Pharaoh, we need a little son. We got it hard. You know? But he, through the Spirit of the Most High, told him to go down there. And through the Spirit of the Most High, he had his son Joseph down there, halftime running Pharaoh to be able to give it away to his family. So that's all the inner workings of the Spirit of the Most High. But you people won't ask for that. You people don't look at the spirituality that comes with this thing. Y'all get down in the ditch and don't think faith can get you out. Don't honor the Most High through your actions of doing the statute, laws, and commandments to get you out of this situation, to call on the name, to get you out of this situation. Like he can't do it. The Most High can do whatever he want to do. He's the potter, and you're the potter's clay. He can make it the way he wanted to happen.
Isaiah 31 and 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses.
Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. That's trusting in his government system. Woe to you, destruction to you that trust in his government structure. They about to cut it anyway right now. So you that trust in it, you need to rise up and figure out another way. We just broke down, there is no other way. The only other way, if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American, and you have the Spirit of the Most High, to have grace, to have faith, to get out of it, to call on the name to get out of it. That's the only way. If you not, you assed out. Bottom line, get the fuck out the country before they cut all this shit and go home to your country. Or go find a new home somewhere else, because y'all that's left in here is getting cut off.
I got the story you just talking about Jacob. This is Genesis 40. Well, actually, it's like I'm gonna finish that and then I'm gonna go to it. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in the horsemen, because they are very strong.
Because you see the structure of this so-called America, and I'm calling it, well, it's not so-called America. It's America because it's bitter. That's what the word America means. It's bitter here if you're on the bottom. And if you're on the top right about now, it's starting to taste real sour to you. You know, so basically you trust in this structure because it looks high and mighty. You know, they got a big army, they able to give away free food. Well, they starting to cut that stuff off. In these other countries, that military might don't mean nothing no more. These countries ain't scared of this place no more. But what it said, let the weak say I am strong. That these weaker nations are looking at y'all like, y'all ain't that bad. I've been pumping iron. I've been working out with the Russians over here. We done got big now. I done grew up now. Now what? Talk your shit now. So all the superpower of America, that shit's out the window now. As far as military might, that shit's on the way out also. Which leads to complete destruction. We done named all the reasons why this place could be destroyed.
Right.
So why would you trust in it? All you got now, if you Latino, Negro, or Native American, is to trust in the Most High God. That's your only way out. Go ahead, bro.
But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh.
They look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither do they seek Yahweh, the Most High God. That's the only way out.
Now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High.
And then you're trusting in a society created by a man and not in the Most High God that created everything. Even the men that created this society to roll this way, to revolve this way. You're trusting in that man and not into, matter of fact, real quick, get Romans.
Right, and also, what's the modern day Egypt? What's the modern day land of bondage?
The modern day land of bondage is America.
Right here. So who are the Egyptians?
The Egyptians
the ones that are oppressing the children of Israel right here in the land of Babylon or America. So who are they? You fucking heathens, man. You Edomites. You so-called white people, man. The scriptures say this. The Egyptians, they're just men. They are not the Most High, man. All power comes from Him and Him only, man. It says, now the Egyptians are men and not the Most High, and their horse is flesh and not spirit. When the Lord shall stretch out His hand, both he that helpeth shall fall, and he that is helping shall fall down, and they all shall fail together.
Yeah, they all shall fail together, along with the society, because you trusted it. If the blind lead the blind, they should both fall into the ditch. And that's exactly what America is, a ditch or a pit that you're going to fall in, that you can't get out of. Come with this real quick. Y'all trusting in man and not in the Most High God. This is what is going to happen to you. I believe it says what's going to happen. Go ahead and read it. Oh, this is what y'all victims of.
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 22. It says, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Now, you think you're wise by following the strong superpower of America, believing in the structure of America. You get all that government aid, you manipulate the system to kind of live in a comfortable life. Well, all that's going to fail. Go ahead.
It says, and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man.
And change the glory of the uncorruptible Most High God into now listen, the incorruptible Most High God created everything. The glory of that is everything that He created. But instead of you worshiping the one that created everything, you worshiping man. It's a corruptible man. The Most High can put you on a path in life that you can see no wickedness, you can see no death, you can see no sin. You know? But no, you trust in man that's corruptible. And especially this society, this man that run this country, he's the most corruptible on the planet of any nationality of a man. So he's gonna lead you into destruction. He's gonna lead you the way it was, the way he wants you to be. Go ahead.
It says,
read up a little bit.
and change the glory of the uncorruptible power into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds and four-footed beasts and creeping things.
You think the Most High is like a regular man walking around, like a bird or something else that's in the flesh on this earth, devaluing His power and His greatness, to where He's down like, well, can you stop a war with waving your hand? Well, the Most High ain't stopping it, so why should I honor Him as something great? My old grandfather, he can't make my grandfather live forever because he's 89 years old. Why can't the Most High supposed to be able to do it? But He's not. Why not? He got the power. Why not? Because you ain't calling on Him. That's why. Because He wasn't living right. He got to perish. Because He didn't live this time in this society, in this life. You don't understand the mind of the Most High. You make Him into simple-minded as men, simple action as men. You don't see the big picture.
It's not even that you ain't calling on Him. You ain't hearkening while He calling out to you.
Right. There you go. There you go. You ain't listening when He's calling out to you. And how's He calling out to you? By having His men stand on these corners, screaming in your ear, calling you out with your sins, and telling you to get right.